He'd be like, "I don't know why you cooked all that food. You're not even gonna finish it." Sir, are you in my business? Don't do that. What's up, fam? So in my time of solitude, I've been doing a lot of research on different things on how to like grow my brand, different things like that. And so one of the things that I seen was let the main thing be the main thing. And our main thing here at LiV'S Table is food. We do a lot of other things, but our main thing is food. So before I get into this talk, I just want to show you guys what I made. See if it'll focus. Ooh, this is shrimp and crab pasta with bucatini noodles. I'm finna put a video up on how to make this. So let's try it. Try this crab. I made this today. I have an addiction to crab. I have an addiction to crab and shrimp. These bucatini noodles are literally macaroni and spaghetti in one. So bomb. It's just hella bomb. I don't know what it is about crab, but if you eat crab, you understand. I will literally eat crab every day of every week. I never get tired of it. And I also like crab because seafood in general, because I don't feel like a puffer fish after I eat it. I got a little drink. So, why did I do that? Ooh, that was strong. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about being down bad. And a lot of times you hear like, oh, I'm down bad, I'm low on cash, I'm this, I'm that. Lately, that has not been my struggle. Money has been good. And there's been very few and far between times in my life when I could really say that, like, money has been good. God has really been blessing me. When I say I have been down bad, I mean emotionally, spiritually, mentally, everything but monetarily. Like, money, cool. And for the most part, that's the main thing that I had to worry about my whole life was money. Money has always been a thing, but right now, it's been my mental, it's been my emotional, it's been my spiritual. I've been down bad. Nobody could have predicted that less than 2 weeks after I posted that video about grief and loss, I was gonna lose my grandpa. Nobody could predict that. It was sad as hell. But I had such a healing trip going to Las Vegas. I had such a grateful outlook on life that I was cool. I cried. I sat in solitude, and I was cool. But then my cousin was murdered. And when I say all the feels hit me at one time, all the feels hit me at one time. And a lot of people would say like, oh, you weren't as sad like about your grandpa as you were about your cousin. No, for a couple reasons. One, because my grandpa was old as hell. My grandpa was ready to go. My grandpa was ready to go the moment we lost my grandma. There was no questioning whether or not my grandpa was ready to go home. He was ready. So I was sad, but also I hadn't talked to my grandpa in a really long time, 3 years to be exact. And then finally I went to go see him. As a kid, it was always hard for me to understand why all the adults in my life needed me as the child to reach out to them. Sooner or later, I realized that it was because they still don't have their shit together. And so being knowledgeable about what I am, it made sense. My cousin was not supposed to die that night. My cousin was not supposed to get shot. My cousin was not supposed to be laid out on the street. And being an older cousin, I often blame myself. And I blame myself because I sit and I think, was there something else I could have done to protect him? Was there another time that I could have let him know that I loved him? Did I let him know that I loved him enough? Was I there for him enough? Did he know that he could call me whenever he needed me? And the crazy part is the answers to all those questions is yes. There is no, I don't know. It's all yes, because I make it a point to let my family know how much they mean to me. But I still find myself blaming myself, and I still find myself harboring a lot of emotion because I don't feel like the people underneath us should die before us. And that's just how I've always felt. I have always felt that way. And being as though my little cousin had a son and has a kid on the way, it was really hard for me emotionally to process this. Then my aunt, not on purpose, she had pointed out that there were still blood stains from my cousin on the floor next to his memorial site. And because I never want to see my family's name or anything about them put out for the world in a disruptive light, or I just never want my family to be seen in a less than beautiful light, I took it upon myself to scrub his blood off the ground. And that shit hit me so hard because it was so real to me at that moment. So when I say I've been down bad, it's not what people normally hear. It's not what people would normally think of. I hear people so much like, you're always so happy and you're always so like giving and nice and all this stuff. And y'all, I haven't felt that in so long. These last 2 to 3 weeks have been so tough. Not only just like on my mental, but they have been tough like on my spirit. And I'm not one to reach out. I'm not one to be like, woe is me, pity me, come help me, come sit with me. I'm not one to do that. I will literally sit in this house by myself. I don't care. There have been certain people in my life who have started to reach back out or reach out to me. And y'all don't know how much of an impact you've made. Like Charles has been my friend for a really long time. And Charles is one of the very few people that I met outside of the church that I can talk to about God and have no like judgment. There's no casting stones or anything. And he's been checking on me and he's been making sure I'm okay and asking if I need anything. And even as much as I say no, he's still like, I'm praying for you. Like, I know you're going to get through this. You're so strong. DK is always there for me. And it was crazy because I'm one to always experience these kinds of things. People in my life pass away quite often. But it was crazy to sit there and go through the same thing with my best friend. Like, Literally 3 hours after he called me to check on me to make sure I was cool, like, yo, I just seen your cousin got hit, like, is you good? I'm calling him back. I'm like, bro, are you good? And at the time, like, neither one of us was, but we sat there, we talked about it, we got through it, you know? There are really just 3 things that I want you to leave this video with. Number 1, it is okay to be down bad. Just don't stay down. It is okay to have a moment. Just don't continue the moment. It is okay to not be okay. Just don't stay not okay. Pick yourself back up. Love yourself. Number 2 would be to find the things that bring you back to the person that you know you are. Cooking, giving, loving. Those are the 3 things that I know bring me back to the place where I know I need to be. It has been so hard. I did not want to cry. It has been so hard to pull myself out of this one because nobody in my immediate family feels the same way that I do. Not because my cousin wasn't, you know, wasn't important to us or anything, but in the dynamic that we're in, I was the closest to him. And this is my 3rd cousin that I've lost. And my 3rd cousin that I have been so close with. So it's been really hard to pull myself out of this one. But knowing and sitting on the fact that these type of situations and these type of things are the things that I promised that I would talk about on this channel is what's getting me through. Cooking. This food is bomb, y'all. And I haven't made something so good and so appealing to myself in a long time. It's easy for me to put a mask. It really is. It's easy for me to put a front, to be happy, to be cool. But when I sit in this house by myself, it's tough. So I encourage you to find the things that bring you back to the person that you know you are. And my 3rd thing, and I'm speaking this to myself as I say this, stop blaming yourself. Or at least try. Because at the end of the day, it's not your fault. At the end of the day, you're still human. At the end of the day, that's just what it is. It's the end of the day. It's the end of the 24. And the next day when you wake up, you have another 24 to do exactly what you know you're supposed to be doing. And it's okay if you fall. It's okay if you cry yourself to sleep. It's okay if you wake up crying. But don't stay in that place. Don't overburden yourself with the things that you cannot control. Take hold of the things that you can control and continue to push forward. Because one thing that I have learned is all of those people who have gone and passed over and left us, they sit and watch us. I know they do. Nobody can tell me different. I know my grandparents sit and watch me because she keep throwing the paint. She keep throwing the painting off the wall. The one thing that I want to know is that I'm making them proud. And by no means am I making them proud by sitting in my house, by crying all the time, by not doing my outreach events, all of that stuff. So I want you to know that it's okay, that I'm here for you. I want you to know that it is okay to be down bad sometimes. But pick yourself back up. And if you need help, call somebody. Normally, I'm the first one to be like, nah, it's cool. But it's crazy because we've been doing this thing for my brother's birthday. We decided to do a little 21 turn up for him. He's not a very out there type of person. Like, he's out there. Don't get me wrong. He's a very big personality. But when it comes to like other people and people that could possibly disrupt his peace or anything like that, he's good off of it. We've been doing this thing, so I've been spending literally every night at my mom's house. Sometimes I stay super long. Sometimes I'm there for like a cool hour. But it's been helping. It's been bringing me back to a place that I know I'm safe at. Now when people start to ask me like, do you need anything? I'll be straight up with them and I'll be like, I need some company. I'm tired of being in this house alone. So I'm getting better, and this message I'm speaking to myself too. So if you feel like I'm speaking to you, I probably am, but I'm also speaking to myself. You already know the drill though. Live intentionally, do something nice for others, do something nice for yourself. Have a blessed day. If you need me, holla at me. If I come across your spirit, text me, pray for me, send me positive vibes. I receive it all. Thank you to those who have been there for me. Thank you to those who have silently been there for me. I love you guys. And my pasta is getting cold. So yeah. We're gonna have to wrap this up because my shit getting cold. But I'll talk to you guys later. I love you guys so much. And yeah, bye.